Throughout the 60 years of Doctor Who, there was bound to be a lot of moments where the Doctor has said something memorable or developed a catchphrase. Jelly baby, anyone? The first thing said by each Doctor can set a course for the direction of the character each time they regenerate. So today we will take a look at the classic Doctor Who regenerations and see their first and last words. Just a side note, this is for their last appearance as the main Doctor. I know that Doctors have crossed over, but we won't be counting that. First Doctor, William Hartnell, 1963 to 1966. As the first man to formally be known as the Doctor, this is the first time we hear the Doctor speak, and William Hartnell's voice sets the standard for what's to come. In the episode An Unearthly Child, we hear the Doctor say, "What are you doing here?" Then, after 3 years of playing the Doctor, William Hartnell's time came to an end. His final words being that of, "Ah yes, it's good. Thank you. Keep warm." Which is a stark reversal of his first words. His final words seem more comforting and welcoming. Second Doctor, Patrick Troughton, 1966 to 1969. When William Hartnell stepped down as the Doctor, the BBC decided to not get a lookalike of Hartnell, but instead they decided to recast the character, giving us the regeneration. At the time, it was a big gamble. Would fans accept a new actor portraying the Doctor? In hindsight, it worked. However, a lot was riding on the second Doctor's first words. Slower, slower. Concentrate on one thing, one thing. These words sort of reflect on how the BBC wanted the viewers to accept the new Doctor. Slow and concentrate on the one thing being the show. Unlike most of the Doctors, the second Doctor was forced to regenerate in the episode The War Games, so his last words were that of anger and stress. "No, stop, you're making me giddy. No, you can't do this to me. No, 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 no." It was contrast not only to his first words, but also the opposite of the first Doctor. Third Doctor, John Pertwee, 1970 to 1974. Going into the third Doctor, the series started to become a constant. People now know what to expect, and the series had a format. So when the second Doctor regenerated into the third, his first line, in the episode Spearhead from Space, was that of humour. Shoes? Must find shoes. In the third Doctor's last episode, even in death he shows compassion. With the words, "A tear? Sarah Jane? No, don't cry. While there's life, there's..." Fourth Doctor, Tom Baker, 1974 to 1981. The fourth Doctor is when the Doctor's character ramped up its craziness, with the introduction of Tom Baker. This is evident from his first appearance in Robot, with his first words being, "I tell you, Brigadier, there's nothing to worry about. The Brontosaurus is large and placid, and stupid." By the time of his final appearance in Logopolysis, Tom Baker's portrayal was loved by many. His final words, once again, is a contrast to his first. "It's the end, but the moment has been prepared for." Fifth Doctor, Peter Davison, 1981 to 1984. Peter Davison's first episode was Castrovalva, which marked him being the youngest actor to date to play the Doctor. So, with that came a different feel to the character, a more charming and wittier Doctor. "Ah, you've come to help me find the Zero Room. Welcome aboard. I'm the Doctor, or will be if this regeneration works out." But, as always, Peter Davison's time came to an end, with his final words being, "I might regenerate, I don't know." Feels different this time. Not only does this show an uncertainty to the character, if he'll be the same or not, but also is the first time in a Doctor's final words that he says anything about regeneration. Sixth Doctor, Colin Baker, 1984 to 1986. Colin Baker's version of the Doctor was not well received. People didn't take to the new sarcastic Doctor. His first words in the episode Caves of Adrazzani prove this point. "You're expecting someone else?" After only 2 years, just short of 3, including an 18-month hiatus, Colin Baker's time as the Doctor came to an end. His final words being that of, "Oh, carrot juice, carrot juice, carrot juice, carrot juice." Seventh Doctor, Sylvester McCoy, 1987 to 1989. Colin Baker didn't even get a proper regeneration scene, as his Doctor was played by the next Doctor, Sylvester McCoy. His first appearance was in Time and the Rani, where after waking up from being knocked out, he says, "Ah, that was a nice nap. Now, down to business," showing that he still had his jolly mindset. So after 2 years of playing the Doctor, and after 26 years of airing, Doctor Who came to an end. But in 1996, it came back with a TV movie, and we got our on-screen death for the 7th Doctor. Its final words being, "Timing malfunction, the Master, he's out there, he's out there. I know, I've got to stop him." 8th Doctor, Paul McGann, 1996. Following the 7th Doctor's death, he regenerates into the 8th. While being in the morgue, he breaks out, and the first words he says is, "Who am I?" It wasn't the greatest we've heard, but he had just regenerated and lost his memory momentarily. Now, I know I said I would only count their final appearance as the main Doctor, but I feel with Paul McGann he was unfairly dumped, as the movie was meant to be a backdoor pilot for him to carry on the series, but this never happened. So in the film, his final words were, "Right, where to next?" alluding to where he was going next. Paul McGann did return in a short called The Night of the Doctor, in which he regenerates into the War Doctor. His final words being, "Physician, heal thyself." And there we have it, all 8 of the classic Who's Doctor's first and final words. What do you think? Which was the most powerful and which wasn't? Next week we'll look at the new Who Doctor's first and final words. But until then, on the words of the 12th Doctor, laugh hard, run fast, be kind.